was in the background, you was in the front. I was in the back of the club, turned up.
187 at 5810 Murata Avenue. Homicide wants you over there.
What the fuck?
The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
Interesting. Killed with the morphine, huh? Welcome back to LA Noire, everybody. I know you're probably wondering where the fuck has this game been?
What's with that getup of yours anyway?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about where.
Detective Earl, and this is my science teacher, Mr. Phelps.
Oh, you got something wrong?
Starting to get me worrying.
You got something wrong with my outfit, huh? You know what? Fuck 'em. Let's change our outfit real quick. How do we do that again? Isn't there a way to change your suit? There's a way to change your suit, damn it. Where's that? Okay, I thought there was a way to change your suit. I guess not.
People judge me with you on my arm same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow.
Right there, dude. I totally thought there was a way. Is it not in gameplay? Controls. Play. No, I guess not.
I really hope you're joking,
I could have swore there was a way to change that shit. But anyways, let's go check out this broad that got murdered by morphine, apparently. The morphine murderer. Ooh. Got a nice little ring to it. Come on, Roy, get your ass in the fucking car.
You seem distracted. We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time fighting?
Look where you're going!
Damn, oopsie. Why don't you shut up and finish your story, you fucking crybaby?
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hump.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds.
You're paying for every last scratch.
Fuck you, I am. Now finish your damn story.
I don't hear a siren, Phelps. Maybe I'd drive better if you shut the hell.
Yeah, he's just gonna take the words right out of my fucking mouth.
Second floor, apartment 6.
Thanks, bud. Thanks.
Thanks.
Second floor, apartment 6, in the back. Oh, it must be open.
Bukowski, you made homicide.
That I did.
Holy shit.
Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug?
Wow, what a reunion. All Rusty Nuts.
Relax, Rusty.
What are you doing?
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
It's probably murder. Just gonna go out on a limb if the coroner thinks it's murder.
Phelps?
Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
May I take a look?
Be my guest.
Those are very interesting
Take a closer look at her
details
head
of
and neck.
drowning, bud.
Her neck is bruised pretty badly.
Like she was strangled.
Bruising on the forearms and
It's like
these
bite
look
marks
like
or lip
bite
marks.
marks.
Very good.
Somebody's giving her a hickey or something. Same thing on this arm? Oh,
Very unusual ring.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
And spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the Surretts. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought Surretts and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
This is her in these photos?
okay.
She's something else.
Just take a look around.
Quality English smoking jacket.
Pretty girl like that?
I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one.
Huh? Maybe she got her heart broken. Couldn't take it anymore. So she ran herself a bath and down some pills, and then she just ripped it off.
Looks like barbiturates.
She always had so much fire, so much drive. I'm sorry, I'm not being very clear.
They're there.
What we got here?
Barbiturates.
Canister.
What else is rattling around in this thing?
Yeah, y'all hear it when we move it?
We should speak to a doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
Dr. Stoneman, huh? More like he's trying to get you stoned, man. Oh, it was just that. Was there anything else in the bathroom, actually?
Never the same, are they?
Not sure this means much.
Medicine cabinet? Anything?
There's been a modeling assignment.
We got a date and an address? Oh, we got an
It's a place
address
to
and a
start.
name. Let's check the rest of them.
Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
Here's catalog. We got nothing. What about this one?
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
Nothing on that one either. Never hurts to just check all three, though. You know? What about in the kitchen? Anything?
Nothing significant.
Nothing of importance.
Don't think this is any use to us.
About this. We just want to make sure we get everything, you know? You guys know how I like to be. Let's see. Is that all the The one remaining? You guys. So I fucking walked around and I couldn't find the other clue, and I was curious, so I actually looked it up. And they are fucking so wrong for it. It's literally on the first floor when you walk in the building, right? Boom. In this trash can right here. Morphine needle. So the doc is right.
Mal will be pleased.
Well, that's hardly conclusive, given the number of those things we've come across recently.
The autopsy will confirm it one way or another.
Crazy.
I'll say hello to the skipper for you. For now, follow up on the narco angle.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
This is murder one. Get out there and find the guys who did it.
Okay. I just thought I could let you know, man.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs
Yeah,
to be
don't you
notified?
worry about it.
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact.
Victim state of mind. We'll start just down the
Was Miss
line.
Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
She was upset
What are you
about
hiding
something. She
here,
was
Mrs.
taking
Reynoldson?
sleeping
Julia was
pills.
obviously disturbed about something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
For troubled sleep and depression.
She was taking barbiturates. She couldn't sleep. You must have seen them in her room.
You've seen the pill box, the things she hid in there. I don't know how she supported herself. Always new clothes and jewelry.
She was hoeing.
She lived like a movie star. A princess.
Or she was a
Does
really good
modeling
model.
really
And got
pay
paid
that
very well. Maybe.
Did Miss Randall have many friends?
Who knows? Maybe she'd get out there and
I'm not sure. I only come around
model
twice
yourself.
a week.
All right, well, there's more
Why are
evidence
you
of that,
lying to me,
actually.
Mrs. Reynoldson? Julia
The
had men
men
stay
smoking
here.
jacket.
I will not speak ill of the dead. You can't prove that.
Or she had somebody, right? Doesn't mean that they were necessarily staying here, but somebody was here.
Who owns the smoking jacket?
I wouldn't like to tell tales, you understand.
Or she got it for
That's
somebody.
Mr. Henderson's. An older man, very distinguished looking. He seemed very much in love with her.
Where would we find him?
I'm sorry, I don't know. He said he lives in San Francisco.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
Even Phelps didn't believe that shit.
Mrs. Reynoldson, it seems like
Give
there's
me a
something
little
you want
mo.
to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Nope.
Thanks, Mrs. Reynoldson. You've been very helpful. One of the other detectives will take your statement, and then you can go home.
Hell yeah.
I think our work is done here.
When you get that intuition point back.
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
You think Carruthers has called it right? He rarely gets it wrong. Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know?
Yeah.
You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please.
Facts.
Couldn't
They
work
were
a vice
good.
case if their life depended on it.
They
I
were
don't see
good
why they'd be any
detectives.
better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Sometimes they have
Why do you
cars
always
in them
twist
little-
everything? Galloway's got
in them
nothing to
little-
prove.
in
He's
these
been
little
on
places.
homicide for
Let's see.
years.
Let's see if it'll open up. Nope. I thought it was one of the ones. It just looked a little suspicious. We're pretty high in the ranks now, though. We're almost level 20. Them motherfuckers need to get out of my way. Windows open. You gonna try to climb out, or? Doctors got Stoneman 505.
Here, Stoneman, office 505.
This looks like an apartment building, really. Not a doctor
I
office.
swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
Yes, sir, your name?
Stoneman. Where's Stoneman at?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman,
Yeah, fuck
I have
that shit.
some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've
You're
left.
goddamn right. Move out of the way, pussy. Stoneman,
Dr.
you're
Stoneman,
under arrest.
we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
How well did you know Miss Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Julia Randall has been your patient for
Unbelievable.
nearly a year. I'm sure you know that.
Do you doubt my veracity, Detective? Do you have access to my patient records?
No, but we saw her prescription. With last
Prescriptions
year's
contradict you,
date,
Doctor.
buddy.
Miss Randall was in the fashion business, as you probably know. She was jumped up on Benzedrine by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night. I told her to slow up, but no. Life was too short for her.
And you supplied the prescription for the Benzedrine.
It's not illegal, Detective. A lot of young women in her line of work use it for weight loss.
Okay.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine.
I guess that's a
How can you account for that?
Miss
Good
Randall was
point.
in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
your face says otherwise, homie.
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
All right.
So what next?
I say we check out the dress shop.
All right. What you coming out here to say? Huh? What you back there doing? Back there chilling. What kind of doctor's office was this? Did not look like no. It looked like an office more than anything. I think that sign said Mueller and Associates too, wasn't Mueller?
The old boy's lying.
Wasn't that a case?
I don't know. He looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
Yeah. You drive, Roy. You know where we're
You
going.
drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Where are we going?
To your suggestion, bud.
Have you noticed how Croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
He said in a couple of drinks, they'll spill your secret in a heartbeat. You're probably not wrong.
I think his name is
They probably got some good stories.
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was found dead this morning. How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
That she was. Looks like you're telling the truth.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather. These gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, a wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to me.
I'm very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look? That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you.
Life insurance policy, maybe?
How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé, Henry Arnett.
Yeah, well, she looks
Henry
like
is
she's
your beau.
being straightforward.
Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
That was kind of like, yeah,
She was wearing
a
a
little
sapphire
shook.
engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What?
Yeah. You wanted to know. You asked.
No. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
Somebody took it all out of her. Hit this box up.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Yeah, do that.
Please. Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Al?
You should have just did that from the
Can you
jump.
get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
All right. Gonna be right over, Mal. Mal? However you say his fucking name. Hollywood Hospital. Hey, motherfucker, you saw me coming. Be a
Nice
dick.
move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps.
Yep.
We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
I'm already a vice cop, bud. Better one than you'll ever be. That is how we do it. All right. Here.
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
Bill it.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 cigarettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening, Mal.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's
Sounds
a hell
like
of a
it.
long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
Damn.
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine.
He probably plays some kind of jazz
For
or
others.
something.
Yeah, he's here.
A jazz harmonica.
I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
Roy, jealous son of a bitch.
Poor little twist. She was 13 if she was a day.
That interview room too, right?
Can I post this bear? Yeah, okay. You beat her up so bad.
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about you.
Oh, this guy did it.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
If she occasionally modeled for you, then you probably knew her a little better.
He's asking whether you banged her in a chuck-on-the-shoulder fraternity kind of way.
I'm engaged to be married. It wouldn't be polite.
It doesn't
Answer the
mean
question.
anything to some people.
This will remain private. Heather won't have to know. Yes. We had relations.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
She gave.
Henry, I don't like when people lie to me. She was
I'm
seeing a
pretty
man
sure she
named
gave
Henderson.
your
You know
name
who I'm talking
pretty much.
Easy on, detective. I may have heard of Henderson, but I don't know his full name. I think he's from New York or someplace back east.
The housekeeper says otherwise.
That's funny. Julia told her cleaning lady that he lived in San Francisco.
Okay, you got me. I don't know where he's from. Julia wanted money. She always wanted money. She thought she could get something from this guy.
She was wearing a distinctive engagement ring. You think she might have convinced him to buy it for her?
Maybe he did, yeah. Maybe he and Julia were getting serious.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
Yo, you looking like that name rang a bell to you, sir.
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julie Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
I don't want no part of it. Captain
Some
finds
kind
out,
of traveling
we're dead.
salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. The Fighting Sixth.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That will be all for now, Henry. You've been very helpful.
Alright, so maybe he didn't do it. Maybe I was
That
jumping
son of
the
a
gun.
bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl.
Oh,
Can
maybe
you pass
I'm
this
wrong.
on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
He's in that car at the lights.
Oh, great. Now we gotta tail him.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
Yeah, Cole don't like that shit.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive.
Cole does not like that shit at all. Go, motherfucker! There are cars coming.
I'd have expected
I
a
can't
cad
see.
like Arnett to be a better liar.
We don't want to get too close. You pulling over? Or you just getting in a new lane?
Where are you taking us, Henry?
Yeah, Henry. Where are you taking us?
That man can't drive.
He said that man can't drive. Boy, watch him out. We're cruising. Where are we going, man?
That idiot never stepped foot in Okinawa.
Oh, mad as hell. He said he stepped foot in Okinawa. I like how it's telling me again. Like I don't know what to do. He getting out. Or he knows we're tailing him.
He needs money and fast.
He's finna get out of town.
Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Okay. Yeah, bucko, you're not getting us.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
He's perfectly fine. Motherfucker, he's just across the street.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
What are you doing? Ah! Did we get busted? Damn. He said, what are you doing? Alright, we'll just cut through this way. Hopefully don't get cold hit by a car. It's all good, man. You don't gotta look back. Get in the corner. Shit. Where you going, man?
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be
Buying a bus ticket?
1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
I mean, if that's the fastest they got, yeah.
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket from Mexico City. Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
What you got?
Oh my God. It's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over. The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams.
Okay.
Advice?
Might be time to call in, Cole.
Oh, yeah. See the phone over here. What does the cigarette case have to do with anything?
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Refuses to accompany me to church.
Any messages?
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to the Hollywood station. They have information in the Julia Randall case.
Okay.
Any luck with the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective. Jimmy LeBlanc's last arresting officer was Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted the Hollywood 9th Beat Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Thanks, man.
I think his name is
I'm stumped.
Phelps.
Ideas?
I read about him in the paper.
Come on, Roy, what you got?
What do you think?
We need to talk to the uniform and get the dope on LeBlanc.
Okay. So we'll hit the 9th beat first.
A one-way ticket to Mexico. Old Henry's looking as guilty as a dog next to a pile of dog shit.
What's his motive?
I can think of a few, but I'd put my money south of the belt. One guy plus
He
two
probably
dames
just wants some
always
money.
equals problems.
Because even the doctor was really... Maybe she knew something she shouldn't have.
I hope you got some money saved up.
Shut up. You know it's coming out of the taxpayer pocket.
Come on, let's give him a hand. Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
We got you, Wallace. Move out of the damn way! Oh, shit. Yeah, y'all don't want to smoke. Y'all shouldn't have. He got backup today. Bitch, shot my fucking hat off. Grab your shit, Phelps.
You're covered, Phelps.
Fuck out of here. You wanna knock my fucking hat off.
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for them. They're all yours now. We need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. I nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got
Damn.
4 years. I miss his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
And you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
You haven't done too badly yourself.
Yeah.
Help me out.
We need to talk to the uniform and get the dope on LeBlanc.
We did that.
You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with Willie?
A strong man held down Randall while someone administered the morphine. Someone with muscle opened up LeBlanc's skull. Could be.
So,
You know the way. You can drive.
All right, where to?
yeah, you drive. Buster.
We caught up with Mao. He's given us the dope on LeBlanc. He worked burglaries with a big guy. Goes by the name of Willie. He might be our killer. Can you work boxing gyms, the Y, promoters, that kind of stuff?
Since when have you started giving orders, Phelps? And where's the burglary angle? There was no sign of a...
That's where our net comes in. Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries.
Guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill.
And he's skipping town tomorrow.
Let's get him in and beat it out of him.
Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty?
It could be too smart for your own good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, Roy? Stefan?
Finbar?
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you.
Roy and Rusty would be perfect.
Here you
They
go.
need to give me my old partner
Thanks.
back. My old partner.
Is the cigarette case on there?
I want to make a comment.
Let's see.
You know that
Yeah, right here.
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
And the black sapphire ring.
Julia Randall's ring.
It's here.
That it?
Where's the phone?
Wonder. Let's just click it off.
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Oh, the pearl ring.
Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad.
Damn.
No.
Okay.
You need me to find some papers or something? Think those
Now
Vice
what?
boys get any on the side?
Any ideas?
Roy.
What now?
Okay. We check out this Eastern broad and see if we can make the link between the burglars and Arnett.
I understand you, but thousands wouldn't.
You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
The Everstorm resident.
So you and Rusty have been having discussions. Anything you would like to tell me, partner?
Phelps, don't be so touchy. Rusty had his best ever clearance rate working with you. Even if the cases he worked on can't be discussed. We were just
Yeah.
comparing notes.
Comparing
You're a
notes about
Booneroo
what?
case man, Phelps. One of the best I've ever seen.
Thanks.
You gotta learn to take a compliment, Phelps. Nice house.
It is quite the residence now, isn't it?
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eastrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man, if you are returning 43 pieces of my property?
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Hmm.
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, Detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Eastrom?
Who do you think you are? Making
Yeah.
heinous accusations in my own home.
We know about the case. We know how much the case actually costs. Exactly.
We recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
I inflated its value for the insurance claim. There. Are you satisfied?
Yeah, actually I am.
My daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
What can you tell us about the burglary?
That terrible night. At least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
She's telling the truth.
Were you in the house when the burglary took place?
Good heavens, no. I was at a social function held by a Dr. Harold Stoneman and his lovely wife. I returned home and all of my things were missing.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eastrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You've only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective.
That's
What
because
else
we've
has
only...
been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother.
Whoa!
Hello, detectives. What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, Mother and Father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
Yeah. I'd suggest that as well. But let's take that car right there instead. Oh, do I have to select the location?
We're missing something here. Arnett is obviously arranging burglaries.
That's my fiance you're making scurrilous accusations about.
Well, and Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
What is socking it, sister? You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Man, this is a nice apartment complex. This is nice as hell.
Come on, sister. Let's find out who your fiance really is.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
Don't worry about it. I don't even know what floor he's on.
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
Fuck.
Stop! LAPD! Don't kill him, Cole. This guy's our case.
Go on,
Put your hands in the air.
Oh god. Well, who said we had to kill him though? We could have just like shot him in the leg.
Give it up, LAPD.
Come on, Cole. Oh man. Bro. He's gonna be waiting right here. Put the dukes up. Damn, what the fuck?
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How did I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. You came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming round, too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry?
We are. We're definitely missing something. Take a look at his desk.
No good to me.
Packed up pretty good.
Circumstantial.
Nope. I really need to use my intuition point. Wait, what? Flashlight. Is there anything here? Oh. Wow.
You told Heather you're honeymooning without her? Vacheron Constantine. That's an extremely expensive watch, Henry.
Pretty sure that matches
A graduation present from my parents.
the list.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
Liar.
You're lying, Henry. How can you prove that I'm involved, detective?
Yeah, he knows. He knows that we can. Because you pawned this.
Because you pawned a Fabergé cigarette case today for $600.
For the money.
A case that is on a list of stolen items.
It was Julia's idea. Get a list of society parties, and find out where and when, and then have the guests burgle. Julia was desperate for money. No matter how much we made, she always wanted more.
Damn, so you
Why
killed
did
her.
Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was gonna marry Heather if she'd have me. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was gonna create a new gang.
You're lying, Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her. It was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death.
You're lying.
Why would I need to run?
Why would you? You have the Mexico ticket. Train ticket to Mexico.
Have you told Miss Swanson that you're leaving for Mexico City tomorrow night? That it's a one-way ticket?
Henry? Tell me it isn't true.
I had no choice.
Not true, because he's going to jail.
I wanted to marry Heather. I told Julia I wanted out, and she laughed in my face. I had to pay Willie and Jimmy a fortune to do her, and now I'm completely broke.
What you are, Buster, is under arrest.
Yep.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry.
We're going to get it.
I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
You're lying.
Tell me about your first burglary, and don't lie.
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
You may not, but we
Your
do.
first burglary was a Dr. Harold Stoneman. You want to explain how he is involved, or shall I?
Henderson is Stoneman. He was crazy about Julia. She could get him to do whatever she wished. He threw the parties, and we arranged the burglaries. Julia never let him touch her. She just kept him hanging on the promise. Drove the good doctor almost insane.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary.
Just
and
like
for the
that.
murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
Hell yeah, we got him. Gonna go after the doctor now? Do we believe him? Yeah, here we are. A motherfucker tried to give us the runaround earlier.
Look out!
We got him dead to rights.
I guess the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit in?
That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a tasting.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor.
Next time you can take the runner, Roy.
I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I?
Should have never told you that.
Huh? We got a fucking dirty doctor. You stay out here in case he decides to jump out the window. Alright?
Time for the doctor to give us something to make this all better.
Yeah. Something. Where was the open window at? I thought it was all the way here.
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett, and tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
Oh,
I
just
told
like
you
that?
never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
He gonna jump out the window. Better watch out.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. Do you know that I loved her? I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm
You
afraid
were a
you're
pawn.
under arrest.
The practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key.
Don't jump out the window, man. Damn.
Didn't see that coming.
I did. I saw it. I saw it coming. As soon as that motherfucker was like, insanity is better than jail. Or
operator, give me
jail is
R&I.
better. Whatever he said. He said that
Putting you
little
through
shit.
now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
Tragic.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way.
Damn.
We have an address for the runner.
Let's try and wrap this up then.
You're driving, bud, when we get down there. You wrap it up. I agree, this case is kind of taking a little bit
That
long.
old boy really fell for that broad.
They always do. Don't act like it's something.
Would you throw it all away for
new.
a woman?
Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
You're quite the romantic, Phelps. Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps.
You're talking from experience.
I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy.
As long as they're in their place and doing what they're told.
Man, it's fucked up.
Thank God I didn't park there.
That's that cop.
It is that cop.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine, where are we headed?
You know where we're going. It was your idea. Damn, he's got a nice looking apartment.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this, the kids around here say he plays the harmonica. Find the game well and have the commander set up a dragnet.
Interesting.
We want the area closed off. We'll take this side of the street.
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
Sounds like we got him.
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
Oh, he's got 2 shots. Oh, he climbed up. He climbed up on him. Yeah. Go, Roy. You slow bastard. Come on, you son of a bitch. Oh, this guy's gone. Up the pipe, Roy. Where you going? The weird light.
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings. There he is. Wait, the son of a bitch.
Damn. He's just fucking up this guy. I Ben shot him in the back and shit, though. He should have fell off that ladder.
Son of a bitch really picked a spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Julia had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today.
Thanks, Sarge.
Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
All right. Perfect case, besides the vehicle damage. But we still got 5 stars. Nice. What a case. Says Julia Randall lived fast and died young, sending 1 man to jail and 3 to the morgue. Yeah. She was a hell of a broad, all right, I guess, from what I mean, they all I don't know what I'm trying to say. That's the end of this video. If you guys liked it, leave a like. Sub if you're new. Check out the channel for more content. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Sorry, been slacking on the LA Noire, but we're back on it. See you in the next video. Peace.